We already know that tickets for the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup will go on sale December 19th at 10 a.m. this year. Just one problem. How much are they going to be? Dímelo, mi gente. This is Travel Football Fan. I'm helping fans save money and travel the 2026 FIFA World Cup and now the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup. So, as I mentioned before, how much are these tickets going to be for the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup? Quite frankly, we don't know. This video is being recorded on the afternoon hours of the Pacific Coast on Monday, December the 9th. It could be that by the time you watch this video, prices for these tickets have already been announced. Now, why is this piece of information important to know? Of course, you want to know how much you're expecting to spend for these tickets for the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup. But more importantly, remember, tickets for the 2026 FIFA World Cup will probably go on sale, I predict, starting in August of 2025, which is literally weeks after this tournament. The FIFA Club World Cup concludes on July 13th. So, if you spend all of your money going to the FIFA Club World Cup, you're not going to have anything left for the FIFA World Cup. Now, there are two schools of prevailing thought when it comes to the ticket prices for this tournament. I believe in the first school of thought, but I'm going to share the second school of thought. That way, you understand exactly why there is such heated debate right now as to the prices for these World Cup tickets. So, the first prevailing thought is that I believe that the tickets for the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup will be very, very cheap. I'm talking between $25 to $100 for the group stage. Yes, it might get slightly more expensive as we get to the FIFA Club World Cup final, but it's not going to be as expensive, say, like those tickets for Copa America 2024. Okay. Now, what information am I basing this off? Okay, so there's a couple of factors involved here. All right. First off, this is a brand new tournament. Okay. Yes, we have had previous editions of the FIFA Club World Cup, but it was a totally different format. It was not a 32 team setup like the way we have here. So that's the first reason. Second reason, FIFA and Infantino specifically has invested a lot of political capital within FIFA to make this event happen. He has to show the clubs that fans are willing to come see these games and really make this a actual thing to add into the football calendar. So the only way that he is going to be able to demonstrate support for this type of event is if he brings butts into seats. He needs to encourage the fans to come to these matches. And just because Real Madrid is there and Manchester City is there might not be enough to encourage those fans to come to these games. So he has to put the price of those tickets low enough to make sure that fans do come out. And remember, for every Real Madrid, you have like three or four, not so good teams, quote unquote, that are going to be participating in this tournament. So you need those games for Auckland City, for the Mamalodi Sundowns, for the Osan Tigers to be full as well. Again, Infantino needs to show people care, but not with their wallets, but with their eyes and presence at the matches. Now, the other school of thought is that even though Infantino wants to make sure that the Club World Cup is a visible success, he also needs to rake in the dollars. And you just saw what happened with Copa America. Fans were willing to put down hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to see their favorite teams play. It could happen again, right? And that money goes directly to FIFA because FIFA will make sure that third party resellers do not make bank on their own tournament. So he might as well just charge hundreds and hundreds of dollars, even though that might jeopardize sales for the 2026 World Cup. And thinking, well, you know what, fans are willing to go into debt, or there is going to be enough disposable income for certain groups within the United States, Mexico, Canada, and also, of course, fans coming from abroad to make up any differences in ticket sales. So I can understand that line of thinking as well. It goes very much and is aligned with the very capitalistic nature of ticket sales here in the United States, one that the prices are not regulated by the government whatsoever. Now, which one is going to prevail? Again, we don't really have a lot of information to go off by previous tournaments because, again, this is a totally new tournament. Now, one piece of potential evidence that we can use to predict the prices for the FIFA Club World Cup in 2025 is the previous prices from the Morocco Club World Cup hosted in 2023, where yours truly actually flew to Tangier to watch the Seattle Sounders play against Al Ahly. Now, for that tournament, and I was trying to remember exactly how much did I spend for that ticket to that game. Well, ticket prices were split into three categories for the 2023 FIFA Club World Cup Morocco, and they started at just $5 US. Granted, it could be that they were hosting the tournament in Morocco, so they had to make the cheaps relatively cheap in order to encourage fans to go to those games. That's fair. Including the Wydad versus Al Ahly match on February 4th. Prices then started at $10 US for the semifinals, where Real Madrid and Flamengo entered the competition there. And then it was at $20 for the final in Rabat. So if it was only $20 for the final in Rabat, yes, we can also say that, maybe tickets for the FIFA Club World Cup 2025 will be maybe not $20 for the final, but it could be $50, it could be $100, right? Now, another piece of information that I decided to look into further, and I'm not so sure if it's going to be as useful, is the Intercontinental Cup that is being played in Doha between Real Madrid and eventually one of the winners of this other tournament that FIFA is hosting. And ticket prices there were more about reasonable what you think it would be for a regular game, not necessarily a final. Category 1 tickets were about, I believe, was $200 for the Category 1 tickets. If you go further down the list, then you pretty much get yourself more so into $1,275, 1,000 Qatari Riyal, and then for 600 Qatari Riyal, it would be $165. I'm doing all the calculations here on my phone. So it is possible then that tickets could be a little bit more expensive, right? Into the hundreds of dollars, but maybe in the low hundreds of dollars. So with those bits and pieces of information, I predict that for the group stage tickets, FIFA will be in their best interest to fill in the stadiums that they do not charge more than $50 per game for the group stage. And then as we get into the knockout rounds, at about no more than $100. Of course, for the final, sure, bump it up to $200 if you like. It's a final. I understand that dynamic of that match. But I don't think it's going to be as expensive as many fans expect it to be. The important thing is this: make sure that you familiarize yourself with the match schedule for the FIFA Club World Cup 2025 before the ticket sale happens on December the 19th. Okay, it's going to be on your screen right now. Pause the video here, take a deep look at it, and also look it up on FIFA's website. All right, it's important that you familiarize yourself here and start creating a map, right? A plan of what expected travel you wish to do. I would recommend against spending a lot of money for this tournament. However, if you are indeed a big fan of one of these clubs, and I totally understand that, then make sure that you're earning the most travel points and miles that you can off of your travel, and or saving as much money as possible from your travels. Remember, if you need help with that, I can help you out. I have a consultation service on my website, travelfootballfan.com, where for $25, you get to have a 30-minute session with me, and we will build a customized plan for you. But that rate is only available for this month, December. The price will go up starting next month. So please make sure you book your session with me at travelfootballfan.com. Now, again, you want to make sure that you have the schedule in hand. Okay. So in that way, when you are buying these tickets, you know which ones you want to purchase. Now, how is this ticket buying purchase process going to be? We also don't have that information available. It is not available on FIFA's website. We don't know if it's going to be an application process, or is it going to be just a straight first come, first serve process on FIFA's website. Now, that is the key part to remember here. It is going to only be sold on FIFA.com/tickets. Make sure that you have your FIFA ID account ready to go before December 19th, so that way you're not having any complications on that day when trying to purchase tickets for this tournament. Okay, so please make sure of that. Also, make sure that you have your Visa credit card, whether that be from Chase, from Capital One, or I believe no City, no, that's Mastercard, Chase or Capital One. Make sure you have that ready to go as well, so in that way you have no complications when you're checking out for these tickets. All right, mi gente, that will conclude today's video. We're going to keep it relatively short because, again, we really don't have that much more information. As soon as information about the ticket process comes out, I'll be sure to share it through my Instagram and through my TikTok. Now, I am going to be on vacation starting on Wednesday night, so I might not be able to create a full YouTube video. If I have the opportunity to do so, I'll go ahead and create it. But follow me, make sure you follow me on all other socials. Again, that will be on Instagram, on Threads, on Blue Sky, and on TikTok with the same name. I will try to post a video here, if not a full-length video, at least a short, to guide you on the ticket buying process for the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup. Again, thank you so much for your support. Again, make sure that you're booking your consultations with me on my new website, travelfootballfan.com. You can also go ahead and check out my merch on the site as well. And other than that, just please make sure that you subscribe and continue to watch the rest of my videos, and you share this with your friends and family, because look, at the end of the day, everyone already knows that the biggest sporting tournament in human history, the FIFA Club World Cup 2026, is going to come here to the United States, Canada, and Mexico. And we might as well know how to navigate that tournament, both in terms of saving money and being able to travel to as many games as you want. This is Travel Football Fan. Hasta la próxima. Ahí nos vemos.